Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Rule the Waves as Italy, episode number 37. Preparing for our final war, which, I mean, I hope is not against Russia, just because, well, we want them to be in our alliance until then. And I do hope it's against France. I guess, thematically, it would be perfectly appropriate for us to go to war with Austria-Hungary, but... anyway, okay, so I've renamed a few ships, and I want to make a few more comments about the names, the responses, because I kind of feel bad that we haven't gotten to a few people, like... The next up on the list, I'm bypassing Aussie Milton's ship, but you were number two on the list, I should say. So you asked for an armored cruiser. We're already beyond armored cruiser. It's the only thing you asked for, so I would have prioritized it if we had gotten that far. And again, the name was Guglielmo Braccio di Ferro. Just a bit too long for a ship. The next ones I have up are Costa Concordia, which was Jacob was asking for either a battlecruiser or an armored cruiser, so battlecruiser would be the only option available. Might not be able to get to that. The next one up, the very next one up is Cadis, which is KDTC's, and she's been a follower for a long time as well, so hopefully we can get out. She said she'd even take a nice light cruiser if the battlecruiser Dreadnought options were not going to provide her a name, since she made it through the British series without getting a name. We'll try to do that. Anyway, so I've renamed the ships. This is Garibaldi's, which is Martins, Van Orden's. It's Giuseppe Garibaldi, which, if you remember from the last episode, this is actually the name it defaulted to. Now, somebody asked for the name Garibaldi, and I was a big fan of getting Garibaldi in there myself. When I saw that name, I was like, this is perfect, because Garibaldi happens to be my favorite character's name from Babylon 5, the old sci-fi series. Okay, enough trivia and all that. Let's go ahead and push on. The Tiber! So, well, we can do this now, I think, safely. Yeah, we're not impressed by us. No. So they took over the Virgin Islands. Did they? I didn't actually read, but they made an attempt for them. We don't really care. We don't really care what the USA does. We just don't want to... Oh, and submarines. That's right. So submarines. We have to start pushing for submarines now that... I guess once the Tiber has finished being built, we have to unpause this one. Get the Garibaldi has to be built. Yes. 27 months. We could accelerate her. I think that she'll only take... Oh, it's 3 months less. This is perfect. So we'll do this. We'll take the 3 months. This may delay the Rinascita a little bit, but I don't think it'll delay it much. And we have just enough money, I think, to make it. Let's see. Oh, man. A sudden slump in the economy is not what I wanted to see. Let's do this. Try to save whatever money we can. One more month. 3 additional battleships, of course, sir. Actually, 3 additional battleships. What is it going to say? Must have 4 building. It's now would be the time to get out of strategic Dreadnought. One that costs like maybe less than $1 million. Can we do it? Let's have fun designing it, right? I feel like my spirits have really picked up in this series in the last few episodes as well, and I'm happy to say that. So what do we have quality 1 guns for? Lots of stuff. 12-inch guns seem to make sense to me. 10-inch guns? Maybe. Can we get a 10-inch gun? No. I think it has to be at least 12. So... No, that's not true. No, well, for Dreadnoughts, it might be true. Okay, yeah. So this is good. Take this down to 0. Let's get what? This can be a close-range fighter anyway, but... Let's say 7. Deck of 2. Conning tower of 7, turrets of 9. This is basically going to be an armored cruiser. Turret top of 2.5, secondaries of, you know what, just go down to 0 for secondaries. I don't know if that's wise or not. Okay, actually we probably shouldn't do that. We do want smaller guns, because we're using 12-inch guns. Well, maybe what we could do is just put less bigger guns. Yeah, you are substantially overweight right now. We'll take this down to like 19. Not going to be able to run away. Everyone seems to be building really big ships anyway. So let's... Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, it's still not a bad ship. Oh, and we made a mistake. This should be... Superline. Okay, there it is. Could I get lucky and choose the right one? Yes, I did. Let's get rid of that. And we'll just put this funny looking thing on so that it's all crooked and everything. We want this line has to go away. We'll do some weird line configuration like this. There we go. Who knows what that's even supposed to be? I don't. Anyway, it's all fine. It's all good. Less strategic protection. Director fire. Wow. So it's viable as is. Amazing. This is 55 mil. I mean, this is still a pretty penny. Less expensive, mind you. This is the hilarious thing. Less expensive than the armored cruisers. Well, really the heavy cruisers at this point that I was trying to build in my Japanese series. I remember those being, I think, still like 60 million, and this would be very cheap on the budget. The maintenance. We'll even go down to 18 because it's really not. It's not at all about. Does it need torpedoes? If it gets into a close engagement, it'd be nice just to have these two, and they don't cost that much. Yeah, even torpedo protection 1 is very costly, so we think we'll avoid that. Yeah, we could drop the conning tower a bit lower. Oof. Oh, I see. The conning tower dropping to this was to make this work. Got it. So we can do 6.5. There she is. The Roma class. Well, she wouldn't be the Roma class. She would be the... How appropriate would it be for the Costa Concordia class? The Costa Concordia, that's the liner ship that was sunk near Italy recently. This is kind of fun to build. And, yeah, you know, at 54 million, think we can get almost 3 of these for the cost of one of our other battle cruisers or dreadnoughts. Well, I would say 2, just over. I mean, we can get 2 and have some change left over is probably a better way of saying it. Still, at a cost of 1.7 million per month, there's just no way we'll be able to build 3 more of them. I think part of the problem is, did they include the Rinascita in this evaluation? It was fun to build this. The alternative is we could also think about building like a really super endgame ship, but we don't have the money for that yet, at least. I mean, I still really like this ship, honestly. We could delete the forward superimposed gun turret as well. This seems crazy, but this is not a ship which is going to be charging after ships very often. So it's either probably going to go broadside or even just be retreating. In which case the 5 12-inch guns are something. I know this is terrible design mechanic, but we're just... Look how much extra weight we saved from that. And if we're going this hard on the design, we should probably make that 105. We'll make this back to 7. Yeah, this is a viable design. We're now down to 47 million. So now we really are approaching the place where we can get 3 of these for the price of 1. Still, I would say not enough money. And we know that we have this idea. I have this vision of strategic dreadnoughts working. And I think it's viable in very select circumstances. I think the United States and the Japanese are 2 you can get away with this with. Because you can deploy your dreadnoughts in places where you really will not be fought. But the Italians don't have that luxury. I would say also the British don't have that luxury because, well, we've seen how even in... It just did not work out, you know? You want strategic dreadnoughts. I'm starting to believe now. I think I'm coming to this final resting notion about strategic dreadnoughts is that they really can only supplement a strong navy. So they're kind of like a snowball card. You have to already be able to defeat navies with your existing dreadnoughts. They don't supplement for those. And that's what I think my mistake was in some of my previous series. But the Japanese, they don't have a lot of navies which go all the way over to the Asian theater to fight them. So you actually are probably okay with getting them because you won't face the full might of any of the European powers. Well, let's save this as, I mean, even if you're thinking about this, so 10, 11 is fine. Yeah, 10 is not. So it would have to be 12. And honestly, I think the rest of it is fine. I mean, I'm trying to think how I could weasel out a little bit extra money. Probably it's not worth doing this because you want your ships to be able to move around. Yeah, you want them to move around. What about putting this to coal? Just barely drops the cost at all. I think we'll do oil. Okay, well, let's just save this. I don't mind saving it as the Roma class. Do we not have a Roma class ship? Did nobody ask for a Roma class ship? Yeah, I don't know what this will be. We'll just call it the Roma for now. It's fine. It's fun to make. Don't go to the build dialogue. It is nice to see we got down to like, oh, I didn't even see. What was the end? You still have to open it sometimes. The end cost of this was 1.5 million. So 4.5 million. Yeah, we just cannot afford that. No! Damn. Well, that's a bummer. We do need an alliance. In fact, we should probably just try to push as long as possible until we get an alliance. Yes. Come back down. Okay, irrelevant. Ooh, we have a lot of money. Okay, let's start getting these ships now. I'd like to build a whole bunch at once because I don't know why. I just feel like that's the right thing to do. Just get. Should we get 10? This will be pushing a little bit. Let's do it anyway. So I think we'll be able to make it. Ah. Oh, there it is. France, absolutely. Without question. Can we get... Let's do an international force. Oh, wow, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Like, we're kind of protected being in the Mediterranean. Jeez, tensions just went up significantly. Ah, gosh. We need more time. We need more time. We need to buy time. Budget up, prestige and tension down? Yes. Absolutely. France. They're forcing us to go to war much faster than I want. I need an alliance. I need an alliance. We can't live. We will not survive alone. Yeah, we'll take that. It's damage control. No, it's armor development. Okay, fair enough. We won't be able to use that then, but it's fine. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, now let's do it. Let's do it, France. Let's do it, anyone. I mean, I can go to war with Russia now, too. We're in the driver's seat, and I feel spectacular. The Garibaldi only has 9 months remaining. Let's, with our extra budget, I think we're going to take off a little bit of our reserve fleet stuff. Okay, they torpedoed and damaged. Thank God they didn't sink the Cibo Glorioso. She'll be in the dockyard hands. There are unfortunately no clues as to who it might be. Oh. Well, we only have 9 months on the Garibaldi, so we don't want the International Court. Although, let's view the almanac. How many ships are being built right now? 4. So we have 1 total. They have 7, 2, 2, 4, 4, 7. I mean, we will suffer the least from this. We have 10 total ships out. 33, 10. Oh, wow, we have the same as France. And how many... They do have a lot more submarines than I do. We should change that. But 18, so 10 to 18, that's a little bit rougher. 28. Sorry, 18. Carried the 10 wrong. 26. So Germany's on our team. They will blockade Russia. They will blockade like anybody with this number of ships. And then, oh my God, 45. Now, USA does usually have the highest budget towards the end of the game. We see that they have eclipsed Great Britain by now. We're still at our lowest, still at the lowest, but we're creeping up on France. They were at one point, I think, double us in the very beginning of the game. And because of the incremental increases across the board, you would expect for that to go away anyway. But I think we've done a lot of work to start edging up on France. Yeah, even taking money from Germany, which now is our ally. And, well, thank goodness they have a lot of ships, because that's going to be strategically very important for us. So I would say that we could go to war with France absolutely today. And I think we do. Oh, well, okay, there it is. Decline that. All right, so here we go. Just in time for all of our ships to be obsolete. This is, without question, terrible timing. We at least can move ships freely back and forth. So I'm going to move this one to Indian Ocean. And does France have any? What they do? What do they have down here? Ah, yes, let's get to it then. All strategic ships. Oh my God, this is just absolutely terrible timing. I should have been paying more attention to this, of course, but I didn't. Okay, so we're just going to eat it in the very beginning. We might have an engagement. I think we're fine as is. Like, okay, we can actually choose advanced directors that increase the time. No, it just increases the cost. I'm not even sure it's worth it. Improved director is still pretty darn good, and these are just such old ships. If they get in any kind of engagement at all, we don't have high hopes for their success. And it is double the expense. We're not like, you know, swimming in cash right now. So I think we just do a paint job on this. Yeah, they are the strategic style, so let's see. And the Chiba Gloriosa is actually in, I can't even do her right now anyway. So, Etruria, do we want to do this or not? Well, yeah, I guess so. Let's just do it because it doesn't take any extra time, which is the main thing. Now we want to make sure, okay, you guys are 1930s graphics is also, yep, out of date, active fleet, refit as well, so you can come back into the world. Now we could choose to upgrade her guns. She's, in my opinion, the protector. Silly me. The protector, 8 months, 4.5 million, that's, okay, this one does not get done yet. This one just moves into the Indian Ocean. We just move over there. She's going to protect us for a moment. The Fortuna is going to get rebuilt. She can use the advanced director. And she can have ammo increase, what's more. I think we put this into turrets if we could. And I'm willing to take a decrease in ammo to do that. Now this is unfortunately, I think, expensive to do. Let's find out what we're doing here. One thing at a time. So, if we put you into, this is 2,500, 4 months. Yeah, it does double the cost. Not worth it, I would say. We're not going to get too many. We're not going to have too many situations where the bad weather affects casemates firing. So we don't do that. We leave the casemates on the Fortuna. It's not her main thing, anyways. Advanced director is what she's mainly all about. Firing with her 14-inch guns, and we give them a little bit of extra rounds per gun. Hey, guess what that helps with? Hitting with our like not having to use our secondaries as much as well. Okay, good enough. Pretty expensive, but only for 4 months. We do need that done. It's just the worst timing to go to war and then start to retrofit all your ships. I know. You don't need to tell me. I know. These are all done at least, and now we have to get, I guess we'll get the Sarnanos retrofitted. They don't fight as well, by the way. They don't. raid as well when they are obsolete. So this is great. 155 rounds with Advanced Director. Still has the 20 mines. This Sarnano class is like really good. And we'll just put what? Well, basically, I guess it's how many can we afford. How many would this be? That's still doable. Oh, that was 500 per. No, okay. We leave the rest though. We need some ships remaining. We have a few. This is good. The Nikes, mainly the Nikes. This is what we're all about, is the Nikes. And how are we doing on this episode, by the way? 20 minutes, good. We still have time. Time for an engagement, perhaps. But let's get the minesweepers. It's, I'm sure, just about to complain about coastal patrol. 55 ships. These are refitted recently, 4 years ago, so that's good. The Libeccio is a little bit further back. They could definitely use a retrofit as well. But let's work in order here. The 10-year mark for everything but minesweepers is usually your obsolete point. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Wow. And I hate these. I dislike this event because I dislike when it happens to me. So I don't want to. I don't want to like encourage this event. I dislike these events still. But we got very lucky here. We're the ones to do the damage. We sunk a French armored cruiser. And 3-3 is not great. Okay, you can see it's really pouring in here. 8-11 also pretty terrible for the French. And a fleet battle. Now we don't really have that much, but who's in the Mediterranean right now? Our 3 Praetorians. Wait, why are we going around? I guess somebody told me I think it was tensions of 6 or 7 cause you not to be able to use the Suez Canal, but it looks like that's not true. Janice or I forget the other individual's name. Gosh, Drunken Sailor, right? Somebody told me that they can use this only when it's but I guess maybe there's a clause where if you're at war that you can't use it, or I don't know. It wasn't the whole story, at least, or I misunderstood something. But anyways, let's take a look at our big ships. So we don't have any, really, we don't have any light cruisers to speak of for this fight because 3 of them are obsolete. That's all we have. There. We have all our Libeccios, though. It's like we have our best ships. We have 3 Praetorians. We have 3 Nikes. They have... Okay, let's just accept. I mean, I can see it here. Oh, we have our 2 battleships, too. I hope they are not even involved, because that's kind of... It's going to be a little bit annoying if they're... They will slow down my ships, right? I'm 19, 18, and then the Praetorians are 21. I'm going to accept anyway. Against perhaps my better judgment. Let's go to it. Wish us luck. This is the big one. Poor weather conditions. Terrible weather conditions. Which is going to favor our destroyers. A little bit nervous. Gonna save. But we'll continue. Ah, we do have... They're in their own. Yes, thank God they're in their own. They're in their own group. Okay. This is gonna be madness. Just... Yeah, prepare for launching immediately. I like it. I like it, though. The fact that it gave me my Dreadnoughts in one group, my battlecruisers in another, this makes things really easy. Everyone else is going to be doing a lot of torpedo launches. Okay, so let's get to it then. Alright, here we go. Everyone coming off AI control. Everyone. You go to support. In line ahead mode. You do the same. You know, you can go to screen, but you just can't be in screen. I need you in line ahead. Squad max for everyone. Let's... You know what? Let's just go squad max and let's turn away. I don't want my battlecruisers. I know that they have good torpedo protection, but why risk them in the initial fight? We don't need to stay close because we don't need to worry about being close enough for torpedo for AI control. We are playing in captain's mode. Now I'm going to try to get these guys who I'm sure are... Well, these are independent. This is a strange to have... Oh, this is what the remark was probably, that we have some who are in independent mode. But that's fine. I'm actually quite okay with that. So the main thing is we need to somehow get the destroyers in closer. And I would love to pull my wonderful Sornano classes back. We are speed limited to 26 knots. This is going to be very important for my battle cruisers who otherwise could go faster. So let's see what happens. They're already launching torpedoes. These are unknown ships. How are you launching a torpedo at an unknown ship? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm extremely happy that you're doing this, but I thought that you can't launch at unidentified ships. You know, just in case it's like a passenger ship or something. You guys just drive right in. Okay, now we have a CL. We know that there should be some battlecruisers here too. Okay, there. I'm going to assume that these are the battlecruisers. Going to spin back around. We're going to combine fleets basically. And you know what? Why even leave destroyers over here? Let's go to squad max -2. They will get there a little bit slower, but yeah, we have plenty of other destroyers. We're gonna start launching some destroyers into the fray here. You guys are already in line ahead, so we'll just get you to launch over there immediately. Trying to do some evasive maneuvering just in case they are launching at me. We want to be launching at this one who might... Okay, we want to go one more turn, I think. Oh yeah, that's them, that's them, that's them. That's definitely them. We're going. So we need the light cruisers to help assist with the destroyers, and then we want our destroyers to get closer. And we're going to push towards that, push towards them. They're retreating, probably to the main battle line. That's completely okay. I'm fine with that. And let's have this group start to peel a little bit more westward instead of northwestward. Okay. A few ships taking some damage here. Yeah, those are not dreadnoughts, but they are definitely... Okay, this is crazy. Should we just launch into this whole fray? Like, look at all the shots that this Corazieri is taking. Like, good lord. That. Launch here. Ah! Friendly ship in line of fire. What? What? There's no friendly ship in the line of fire. Okay, maybe you can launch torpedoes? Huh. Bizarre. There's like no... there's no ships in the way. I must say. Okay, now we can launch at this Dreadnought. They're coming around. Oh my gosh, they're coming around. Okay, you need to launch your torpedoes. Hey, why is it saying friendly ship in the line of fire? There's no friendly ships in the line of fire. I don't understand that. What does it think is going on here? Okay, we have these guys are on. No, don't do that. Just be support line ahead. That's fine. And you know what? You're on AI control. I mean, you're only one ship, so I will leave you on AI control. Just support the Dreadnoughts. Simple. We'll probably boost up to 18. Close a little bit quicker. This is going to be a big fight. I can see already this is going to take more than one episode. So I'll just keep an eye on the timer, and we'll cut off. Wow. Oh, yes. Yes, Corsair, or whatever your name is. Okay, please give me an opportunity to launch. No. Yes. Yes. Fire. Which was very loud, and I assume loud for you guys as well, because I now have turned on the ability to capture sound when I'm going. Okay, that's awesome. At least we're able to launch something. This is my light cruisers. Let's get these guys to pull off a little bit. You guys, oh, you also have to launch, though. Yes, launch. This is awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We're firing tons of torpedoes. Out of arc. Okay, that's fine. Which one is this? Probably these are all going to be out of the arc because she's like nose on. So I'm actually okay with this one not being able to fire. This one makes sense to me. Like, and there are kind of friendly ships in the way. Like, she's going this way, but the light cruiser's kind of plowing through her. We'll turn them this way. This is awesome, though. I'm so happy to be launching torpedoes. We'll see. I might be like, none of them hit. The game hates me, blah, 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 in a moment. But at least for the moment, I'm able to launch, and that's already really nice. Oh, we've expended everything. Well, good on you, Corsair. Now get to the lifeboats, I have to say. I don't think you're going to make it. We already launched you, right? Yeah, you already fired. Good. Oh, yes. Okay, now you, who didn't fire torpedoes last turn, fire them. Ah, damn it, friendly ship in line of fire. Don't think that's true exactly. We can only fire at that. I don't want to fire at that one. I want to fire at the. So let's go to. Wait, have you expended all your rounds? Because now it makes sense if you said there's friendly ships in line of fire. That okay? You've expended everything as well. Because I think that they're going to swivel back, and I want to fire. I want to lead them. I want to fire at basically at the lead Lyle class. Because right here, that has a chance of actually doing some damage. And we have other destroyers coming in, so we don't need to worry too much. Even if we just do a lot of damage in this first opening volleys. But can you, this is my question, fire torpedoes? Yes, only at the, I don't want to fire at her, though. So let's hold off. Just hold off. Let's peel back around and see what these battle cruisers are doing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Even these are nice. I mean, it's not really where I would launch them, but it's extra torpedoes that are being launched. This is no 0 out of 6 torpedoes. I love seeing that. You never see this, and yet we're seeing it. And even the Casanova is getting into the action. Fantastic stuff. Oh my goodness, fantastic. Oh, fantastic stuff. We lost some. We're going to keep our light cruisers alive. Why not? Why not? If we end up sinking some of these ships, which we're going to go just flank speed to catch up. So I'm assuming there'll be some more hits here. I assumed possibly incorrectly. That was a really close one. Okay, Casanova, you actually, can we just detach you? Because we do want some destroyers left for the next fight. Yes, just go home. Detach. She should go to AI control when I do that. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe she will in a moment. Wait, are these the ones with... Ah, we do have surface mounted. I forgot about that. So we can actually do quite a lot of damage even with our light cruisers. Okay, we're going to expect... Okay, they did go to light... sorry. AI control. We do want to keep scouting them. They're turning up north this way. I think it's worth engaging. These are fantastic ships, right? And I left the 11-inch belt on these guys. Pretty, and quality 115-inch guns, amazing stuff. I cannot wait to get these guys into the fight. Onward. Because we only, hit one. I mean, we lost a few ships, several ships. And all we have to show for it right now is 1 torpedo hit. Or 2? 1. 1 torpedo hit. That's amazing. We flooded the water with probably like 24 torpedoes and only 1 hit. Not great odds. Let's do this. Don't launch torpedoes yet. We want to wait for the right moment here. And this is what our light cruisers are supposed to be doing. They're damaging these destroyers from distance, which is fantastic. It's exactly their role. We're going to curve down with them. Torpedo range much greater than, well, I mean, we just have very long torpedo range. Now, I think it's halved. It's only half of that if we're going to do fast torpedo launches, which are better. So we probably have to think about, still greater than vision range, though, for the fast torpedoes, I would guess. Okay, now we're going to start allowing torpedo launches because these guys are going to start taking damage. Let's see, can we already do a initial volley at this? No. Friendly ships in line of sight. That doesn't make sense to me. There's no friendly ships. Like, what are you talking about? There we go. Low chance to hit. I agree. I wish I could aim them myself. I would aim them right here because I think this guy's going to turn back to the left. Well, the only thing we can do is just not fire. We'll just drive right at him, though. Even our battle cruisers are coming. We have support en route. Just shift this slightly more southward. Okay, now this is really good news. Like, what is the wake on these ships? I don't know. Casanova took a hit. Yeah, and now this is where it would be good to be firing. Can you fire? I don't think it's a strong enough angle, but it is battle cruiser. Yeah. Out of arc. Okay, let's get that into the arc for the next turn. What the hell's going on here? Yes. Actually, wait. Yes, fire. Just fire this because I'm not sure how many opportunities you... Whoa! Get back here! Sorry about that. Not sure how many opportunities we're going to have, so we'll expend one here. And we're just... It's like shotgun technique. We're just firing... We're not actually aiming for one particular ship. We're just trying to fire into the mess of it. Okay, wow. Good thing that we... Can we still launch? No. Damn. I had to try. Can you launch? Because same fate may face you. It says friendly ships are in the line of fire. I don't understand what that means. There's obviously no friendly ships in the line of fire. There's no friendly ships in this line of fire. I can guarantee it. Must be some kind of bug with the game. I don't. What the heck are you doing? Detach. Go home. Go home, Casanova. Now can you fire? I don't understand. Oh, wait. Yes. Fantastic. Launch here. Yes. That's what I want. Fantastic. Oh, we can isolate this one. Well, we're going to start driving into the mess now. I would say continue to launch anything you can at anyone you can. And I would say this one is still your best shot. Oh, yes. They're coming back. They're coming back. Okay, isolate and kill. Isolate and kill. We got one. More torpedoes incoming. Oh, Casanova, you. You are definitely a Casanova of ships right now. You launched everything, that's fine. That's perfect. Get out of here. Go home. You have also done your job. And it's kind of a sad situation. We're a little bit too fast. We want to see which way she's actually going to turn, because now at this point we do want to chase her down. Can we fire torpedoes at this battlecruiser? We can. Let's do so. And we'll wait to get back into position. Wow, look at that spread. That's a good spread. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take these guys off AI control. I'm just going to manually move them to La Spezia. Seems like that's the best thing to do, just to get them out there. They've done their job. I feel like this is kind of like the John Kennedy type PT boats in the Pacific. That's what it feels like. All right, now the second one might be able to launch torpedoes as well. Yes. Fantastic. Just launch. And I don't think you have any torpedoes left to fire in this direction. Yes, correct. And the Zafiro, I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. She'll report back in a moment, I think. We're going to curve this way to see how she... Okay. Yeah. We get him? We got him again. And more incoming. Well, this is a fantastic fight so far. Amazing. Going really well. We're going to save here. And we're going to... Wow, we did take some hits on this Nike, though. A waterline hit, of course. Of course. No main flooding. I guess we have the damage control and the torpedo protection and all that helping us out a little bit, but it's going to be a close one. And you know what? Honestly, it's probably about time to fire at this ship. We don't have torpedoes. Ship, comma, we don't have torpedoes. That was not a cuss word. Okay, well, we'll save, and I'll think about what to do off camera, and we'll see you back for part 2 of The Battle. Until then, thanks for watching, and take care.